So welcome to this video where we're going to look at Arch and Flatten. So Arch and Flatten is one of the foundational movements really in our somatic sequences. It's a really good place to start and end all of your practices. It will give you a good feedback as to where you are at the beginning and where you are at the end. But in of itself will do a lot to release and to integrate. To release the lower back, to release, you'll see, into the chest in a second, how it travels through the whole body, and also to integrate the whole body as one. So you're going to begin in constructive rest, and you have to look at the other video to find out how beautiful constructive rest can be. But basically, feet flat on the ground, knees bent, pelvis on the ground, shoulders relaxed, jaws relaxed, head relaxed. Take a few minutes just to sort of settle yourself. So this is Sarah, who's volunteering to be the body here today. Mm-hmm. So take a second or so just to kind of settle yourself. And when you come into this position, every time you change positions, it's good to take a moment to reorientate yourself and have a little wriggle until you find comfort. So are you happy enough there?
Yep.
Brilliant. So the movement in Arch and Flatten is very simply the flatten first. Imagine that you've got a belt and you're taking your belt flat onto the ground, or you're flattening out the lower back and then come back to neutral. So neutral is just whatever way your body lands on the back. On the floor there'll be a little bit of arch depending on on your body, more or less arch. So do that maybe 3 times. So just flatten. As she's flattening, hopefully you can see on the video, she's flattening to the ground and then coming back to neutral. And then for a 3rd time, just flatten and return to neutral. The second side of it is the arch. So that's the opposite movement. And in that case, imagine that you're taking your belly button to the air, or that you're exaggerating the arch in your lower back. So you can see belly is rising, and underneath, obviously, the arch is increasing, and then return to neutral. And doing that a couple of times. And see how slow Sarah is doing this. So this is really part of the whole somatics, is to do it nice and slowly. The learning is in the slowness, actually. If you find that it's jumpy jerky, that's kind of cool. Again, that's your playground to play in that area. Perfect. So now that your body knows the 2 directions to go in, we're going to put them together. And so as you breathe, you're going to allow your body to come between arch and then into flatten. And play with that maybe 2 or 3 times. Let your body breathe itself. So in this case, as Sarah inhales, she's filling up her chest, her belly is rising, the arch is expanding at the back. As she exhales, the whole thing is releasing down, and she's slightly over exaggerating the flat. She's bringing her back intentionally flat to the ground. Brilliant. How's that?
Nice.
Nice. Brilliant. I'm going to play with this idea of seeing, so that's your basic, that's where you start. That's your basic thing. And getting that movement into your body. In the beginning, when you start, you might put effort into it. So can you just effort that just so to see? Can you see how that's kind of efforting? There's a lot of efforting happening at the chest, which you may not be able to see, but that's efforting rather than release it down. And then have a little wriggle so you can undo that, rather than flowing. So again, now this time I'm going to get you to initiate your arch and flatten from your feet, if that's possible. The idea of initiating it from the feet, we do a lot of work with that where we work from the feet. It's a point. You can initiate this movement from anywhere, but I love initiating it from the feet and letting that wave just pass through your body. So as you'll notice, you'll see as she moves, and it's a flow. I think of it as a wave. As she flattens, her head and her chin are moving, and as she returns, again, it moves in. The arch in her neck is mirroring or moving along with the arch in her lower back, along with the arches in her feet. So the whole body is just receiving this wave and releasing this wave. This is a really, really beautiful practice. And there's loads of ways to layer it up, but as a starting and an ending place, this is gorgeous. How does that feel in your body?
Nice, really comfortable.
Comfortable. And is there any difference from when you started?
Yeah, it just feels more fluid and my breathing is less effortful.
Less effort. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for as little effort as possible, which sounds a bit mad, but to have we're looking to integrate the body. We're looking to find release. We're looking to find fluidity through the whole body. Have a little look at the next couple of videos if you like, where we take this to another level and we start to layer up more.